So the NBA is the National Basketball Association because a nation within this nation of leagues, they're the best league. Not in the sense of internationally being the best league. Like the NBA, the CBA, the BBL, the BSL, the Euro League, they're amongst 12 leagues that make up this nation of basketball, right? The National Basketball Association, the NBA, is the best out of all those leagues. They take all the players in those leagues, those top leagues, and they all play in the NBA. Not saying that the NBA don't have, we don't have players in those other leagues, but because the NBA, the game started in the United States, and we have the best league, the most lucrative league, they're the National Basketball, Association. That's how I always perceived it. That's how I was always, I always thought of it being. You got all these other leagues that make up a nation of basketball because the game is the best in the United States. We have the title for National Basketball Association because we have the best league in the world. Not talking about it being an international league, because obviously it is. It's an international game, but saying that amongst that nation of leagues, I guess I'm not looking at it as it would be an international thing because they have their own nation of leagues. You know what I'm saying? They own group, they own thing. You know what I'm saying? And for the nation, the group that they have, the NBA is the best. That's why they consider it the National Basketball Association. And that, in my opinion, is why I always thought that they was considered world champions. You know what I'm saying? Not because they going around the league and competing, because the best players from that nation of talent, those other leagues are all in the NBA. I could be wrong. This is what makes this an interesting conversation, because you got, people on opposite ends of the spectrum having a completely different thought about this topic. So whether he intentionally did it to start a conversation or not, it's a good conversation to have, because it's definitely interesting to hear people's perspective on something that we all thought was simply put, something that everybody knew, you know what I'm saying, or something that we all agreed on, and I guess we don't. It's also important to note that it's no longer, just, I don't know, a thing where you have the best players in the NBA are always American. That ain't the case anymore. So one thing I will say is that it would be interesting to see the champions from all of these leagues get in a tournament and compete. I think that'll be interesting to watch the talent from all of these leagues, the NBA champions, the Euro League champions, the BBL champions, the BSL champions, the CBA, China Basketball Association champions, have them all get in a tournament and play it out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how you would do that with all the seasons, ending in a different way. I think they would have to make a lot of changes. But then shit, I don't know if the NBA, the basketball players would ever get a break. You know what I'm saying? But that would be one, maybe 2-game elimination or something. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy like that. That would be interesting. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give y'all more in depth on, I guess, my perception of National Basketball Association. Just to clear up some, some stuff, because I'm figuring people thinking I'm talking about international, which it's an international sport. But like I said, I always looked at it as the nation of basketball are amongst those leagues, and the NBA is saying that they're the National Basketball Association, meaning that they're above the other leagues. But I could be wrong. Anyway, man, leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Peace.